let's look at how can we integrate a chatbot built using Rasa, and then how can you integrate it with Chatwoot, right? So let's do that. Let me share my screen. I hope you can see my screen. Okay. Yeah, so we are going to make a chatbot using Rasa and then integrate it with Chatwoot. It's a simple but time-taking process. So let's go ahead with it. So first of all, the requirements for this are you must install Chatwoot, right? So how to install Chatwoot? I'm going to show you that in a minute. Okay. So these are the Chatwoot docs. Okay. From here you can see how to create an account and configure your profile, right? But what are we going to do is we are going to download the development version. So for that you can go to Chatwoot docs. I will share this link in the chat section, so don't worry about that. You can go to this contributing guide, and then depending on your OS, you can select the OS and then follow these guidelines. They are very simple guidelines. You have to follow them step by step. I have already installed Chatwoot in my system, so I'm not going to do this again, but this is the requirement for you. You can install the Chatwoot by following this guide. Okay. Then you have to install Rasa in your system, which I'm going to show you next. So for installing Rasa, okay, you can see the docs of Rasa. Okay, here are the installation docs of Rasa. So depending on your OS, you can select which OS you use. According to that, you can follow these steps, and you can create a new project by running Rasa in it. Okay. So now after doing that, let's go to the Chatwoot directory. By the way, I'm doing all of this in Windows subsystem Linux, right? WSO. So this is Ubuntu actually. So you have to actually set up the WSL and then do all this stuff. Okay, cool. Now, first of all, we will start the Postgres SQL server. So to do that, just write sudo service Postgres SQL start. It will ask for the password, and then the Postgres SQL database server will start. Okay. It will take some time, don't worry. Okay, so now we get this OK message. That means that the database server is running in the background. Okay, now the second thing we have to do that we have to actually start a Redis server instance. So let's do that. You can run Redis server command and Redis server will start. Okay, at port number 6379. Right. Next thing we are going to do is we are starting the Rasa server right here, right? Rasa run. For that we are using a virtual environment. So I've already created a virtual environment, but you can do that by following this video, which I'm going to share with you. So in this video, you will get all of the steps which are required to install Rasa in your system, right? You can also follow the documentation, but this video is the most recent one. So you can watch this, you can download Anaconda, and then you can create a virtual environment, right? Using conda create and then name of the virtual environment, right? I have already created one, so I'm just going to activate that virtual environment. So I'm writing conda activate Rasa demo 4, which is the name of the virtual environment. So now the virtual environment has been activated, right? Now, in order to start the Rasa server, first of all, let's check if Rasa is properly installed in our system or not. Okay, so for that, you can run this command Rasa and then -h, which will list out all of the commands that are supported by Rasa. Okay, it will take some time, and as you can see, these are all the commands that are common and supported by Rasa, so you can follow this. Now let's actually run the Rasa server by using this command right over here. What this will do is it will create a model and then it will start the Rasa server, right? So the Rasa server is currently running at 5005 port. It is loading the model. So now as you can see, the Rasa server is up and running, right? So we have configured Rasa properly. Okay. Now, another thing that you have to do is you have to install this agent bot right here. Okay. This is the Rasa agent bot, which is created by Chatwoot just for a demonstration purpose, right? So you have to actually fork this repository and then clone it into your own system, right? And then we are going to start a PHP server instance. The Rasa agent bot directory. Okay. So in the Rasa router directory, we will start the PHP server instance at localhost 8000. What this will do is it will create a sort of a tunnel or a bridge between Chatwoot as well as the Rasa bot, which is currently running. Okay. So as you can see, the PHP development server has started, right? Now the last step which we are going to do is we are going to start the Chatwoot itself, right? So to do that, just write this command forman start -f file.def. This will start this will start a Chatwoot instance at localhost 3000, right, at the port 3000. Don't worry, it will take some time. By the way, you have to also follow these steps, which are basically prompting you to make a Rasa project, and then make sure that you have all these uh, present inside the credentials file. So yep, I will share all these links with you, so don't worry, you can check them out. Okay, so now the Chatwoot instance has started. So now let's go to localhost 3000. Right. Now we will see a development version of Chatwoot. It will take some time to load for the first time. If you have to test the live widget, then you can go to localhost 3000/widget tests, where you can get the chatbot itself. In the meanwhile, this is loading. I will share all the links with you in the chat section, which are required for you to install Chatwoot and Rasa into your system. Okay.